So first, let's calculate all of the implied exchange rates. And we're going to do that by simply taking the Big Mac price in the foreign currency and dividing it by the price in United States dollars. So we're taking each of the Big Mac prices and we're dividing it by 4.79, which is the price in United States dollars. And when we do that, we get these four numbers here. These are our implied exchange rates for Chile, Israel, Russia, and New Zealand, respectively. And then we compare that with the actual exchange rate. And we see in the first three cases, the actual exchange rate is greater than the implied exchange rate. So in those three cases, the dollar is overvalued. In the final case, we see that the implied exchange rate is less than the actual exchange rate. And in that case, the dollar is undervalued. So now we have to look at comparing Russia and New Zealand, the ruble to the New Zealand dollar. And if we just look at the Big Mac prices, right, we can calculate a ratio between those two countries' prices, and we get 18.14. Then we can look at the actual exchange rate, which is based on the conversion of the Russian ruble to dollars and the New Zealand dollar to US dollars. And what we find is that the ratio is significantly higher in the actual exchange rate. So what this tells us is that the New Zealand dollar is actually overvalued. So whenever you have a currency that's overvalued, or if you have a currency that's undervalued, we know that over time, purchasing power theory is going to dictate that those rates will, the overvalued rates will decrease and the undervalued rates will increase. So that, again, over time, the actual exchange rates will move closer and closer to the implied exchange rates.